Matt Gaetz was nominated for this position because we have a problem at the Department of Justice. For the last 8 years, they have run roughshod over rule of law in this country. They have prosecuted political opponents. They ran the Russia collusion hoax. And too many people in Washington, D.C. did not stand up against what was happening there. And many Americans are upset about it. Matt Gaetz is one of the most effective people at fighting that Russia collusion hoax and other information operations, whether it was the Brett Kavanaugh information operation, the Donald Trump Russia collusion hoax information operation, or the one that is referenced here, which is something that the FBI and Department of Justice, which hate Matt Gaetz, looked into and cleared him of any wrongdoing. The idea that this is about the issue is corruption. It's the Department of Justice's corruption, and people are sick and tired of people in Washington, D.C. doing nothing as these people tried to destroy the country and getting upset at someone who actually might root out the corruption there. We don't have a Department of Justice. We have a Department of Injustice, and that's why you get Matt Gaetz as a nominee.
This is the same testimony that was, again, dropped by the DOJ and the FBI because these people were not credible. And I will say that for the senators that are coming forward and stating that they need to read this testimony, let's look into these people's stocks portfolios and how they're becoming multimillionaires off of $175,000 a year. The reason why people want outsiders, the reason why people are not buying this Gaetz smear campaign, and that is exactly what it is because of the fact that they understand that there is a two-tier justice system. You know, you mentioned earlier that I do think the DOJ is corrupt. So the fact is that Matt Gaetz has, again, time and time again, stood up to the swamp. Frankly, I know him as a person. I know his family. And I have been able to be privy to the conversations behind closed doors of members looking forward to this leaked ethics report because they know that it's going to smear him. I'm not going to state who the members are, but what I will state is that that type of behavior, putting this forward to the American people, smearing Matt Gaetz's reputation, and then also undercutting the credibility of President Trump, who, again, the American people trust to lead this nation, I'm not going to play that game.
Mr. President, are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No. No is a complete sentence.
So Sonny Hostin was forced to use a legal note today.
Because he was finna sue them. She was on there saying he was a rapist. She looked pissed off when she was reading it.
Yeah. Oh, she did say that.
He was a statutory rapist. Say he had sex with an underage woman. That's defamation. That's defamation.
Why would she say that?
Because she hates them so much.
She's
she's so spiteful.
She is a hater.
Say you're sorry,
Was there a case on that or something?
There's allegations and an investigation.
Sonny.
Look how
on
pissed she looks.
screen. Well done, Gaetz. Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
The case was closed.
Case closed, no charges.
Why she looked so mad saying that?
She said,
She's upset.
I am very, very sorry for my actions.
I won't do it again.
did not mean what I said.
Like John Moran.
Literally.
Because she almost lost her
I
job.
Back
apologize.
on there with the
La
fire.
Milton.
No, this is actually hilarious, though. Matt Gaetz putting the eyes on there. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, you have the sex crimes unit, which is what I was a part of, child sex crimes and child trafficking. How could you nominate someone with allegations of child trafficking trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old? My understanding further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her. Well, statutory sex doesn't require you to know what age the person is. It only requires the age. And so if these things
So wait
are
a minute.
true...
So if you're having sex with an underage girl,
yes,
she tells you she's 18,
yes,
and you have it anyway, you're
yes,
still liable.
Yes, you
Yeah,
still are.
she's actually still only 17.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. And so I'm deeply disturbed at the lack of judgment that we are already seeing from the president-elect.
But you're not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but I think a lot of people are. A lot of people said things like, he's just kidding. He would never do something
Well, this is
like
the
that.
best joke of all.
And that's
She's
not true.
Because
Believe him when he says
I'm
it.
crossing my fingers that this is going to be sweet justice. So he resigns, so this ethics report can't, the investigation stops. Maybe he doesn't go through because there is a lot of talk because of that universal hatred and mistrust of this person. And I mean, everyone despises him and they don't want to see him over any control. So he doesn't get it. He doesn't get voted through. And then the ethics report gets leaked anyway.
Right.
So like he can't win if they don't vote him through, and he has no job because he resigned. So I'm kind of hoping that that's the outcome.
But aren't you disturbed a little bit by people?
I've been disturbed by him for
but aren't you disturbed? That's not my question. Aren't you a little bit disturbed as we?
A few moments later.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi.
I'm upset she is.
Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
She would bring all of this up, but never brought up about all them illegals that came across the border that was doing all these heinous crimes, and you was promoting the candidate that was promoting to do all these heinous crimes with sex trafficking and all of that. So
yeah.
I'm just confused now why you bringing up sex trafficking.
It is actually people that have died from this. Matt
They're
Gaetz,
running off a problem again.
Matt Gaetz could be getting framed for being a political, person that he is, and we've seen that happen.
Oh yeah.
And this case
case
obviously got thrown out, like the Trump cases got thrown out. But it's
evidence in that.
There's actual people right now at the border getting sex trafficked, and you wanted to vote for a candidate that was promoting that.
And now you're talking about his the allegations. Yeah,
Allegations.
These people crazy, bro.
So the 17-year-old at the crux of all of this has been deemed not credible by the DOJ, by career prosecutors there. The other is a former friend of Gaetz's, Joel Greenberg. And you're going to need to listen to a thing or two about Joel. He's a former tax collector for Seminole County, Florida. You know, Gaetz is from sort of the panhandle area of Florida. He, Greenberg, pleaded guilty last year to sex trafficking of a minor and a host of other crimes as part of a cooperation deal with authorities. So this guy was on the hook criminally and then started talking about whom else he could give up to the authorities. Greenberg was first charged in 2020 with fabricating allegations and evidence to smear a political opponent. He made shit up to hurt someone who is opposed to him in politics.
And charged for it.
That's what he was already charged with and dealing with when he pleaded guilty to sex trafficking of a minor. Greenberg's credibility would be a significant challenge for any prosecution of Gaetz, in part because of one of the crimes Greenberg admitted to, which was fabricating allegations against a school teacher who was running against him to be a tax collector. Now, we heard that earlier in the piece. Remember, I paused, I read it to you, that he was charged in 2020 with fabricating allegations and evidence to smear a political opponent. That's bad. He's got a history of doing that. Is that what he's doing to Gaetz? And then they raise it again here, saying his credibility is going to be a problem because he admitted to fabricating allegations against a school teacher who was running against him to be a tax collector. What exactly were the allegations that Greenberg fabricated? Washington Post, walk us through it. And they do. Greenberg had sent letters to the school falsely claiming that the teacher had an inappropriate sexual relationship with a student.
So why are we listening to him now?
A similar allegation to the Gaetz case. You think? Yeah. A lawyer for the school teacher commented to the Washington Post saying, no one is going to believe anything that Joel Greenberg says by itself. His statements would have to be corroborated by testimony or evidence.
Thank you, Matt Gaetz, for putting some legal trouble on these ladies, man. Because that is insane. The fact that she came on there and said that, it made everybody question, wait, hold on. People are getting smeared,
on
guys.
Twitter saying that. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying
Is it actually that serious to win an election, man?
Yes. This is
dirty game, boy.
You're trying to rule a world.
Game.
They're trying to
it's the
destroy
game.
their credibility and public trust in these people. They're trying to destroy their reputation and do anything they can to control the narrative so people will question everything that happens from said person.
Wait, what was that?
That's the goal.
What was that little last thing they were trying to win? The tax. What was they trying to win?
Tax collector.
Huh?
Yeah. That's what they said, that he smeared another opponent to be a tax collector.
A teacher. A teacher.
Like, come on, bro. Is that serious, bro? Come on,
low
man.
level politics. So what you think they doing to be the president in the vice?
You don't know if he was trying to, a lot of people try to get some money
falsifying
on the low.
DNA. Think about what they're gonna do with AI.
Oh, that's scary.
Think about
very scary.
an election in 50 years, in 100 years.
Yeah, these people have to get
That is crazy. Just really
prosecuted.
think about it. But I feel like we should have the technology that could expose that.
Combat it. It should.
No, we definitely should. There have to be laws to regulate AI because the power of AI right now is actually very, very, very concerning. I mean, we just saw Hollywood protests for almost 9 months about AI. They didn't want to lose their jobs to AI.
Well, they could have just used AI they damn self.
That's why they was protesting, because the screenwriters would have got replaced by AI. The movies would have been written by AI. They said no. That's why they protest.
You're one of the guys in the White House and one of the White House's strongest and most vocal supporters since day one. Please welcome a man who has obviously never watched The View, Congressman Matt Gaetz. Hello.
Thanks for having me. I do watch you guys make news every week.
Every day.
We are. Rick Grinnell is very qualified.
So
I think it is a breakthrough point.
Okay,
yeah, that's my argument.
Germany, by the way, I was reading about him. They think he's very thin-skinned, but that's another story.
Well, I mean, this is The View, aren't we all?
I have another question for you.
No, not.
And you know what? And I think it is just. I think we agree on this.
Is that Sunny?
About pardon power. Now the president has been on a.
I looked at him crazy because I thought that was not Sunny.
There's no way that's Sunny.
This is not Sunny.
He says that's hell no.
She looks like Sunny.
No, that does not.
Yes,
No,
you do.
she does
No,
not.
that does not.
It does bigger.
It was the voice. That's the only way I knew
what
it.
gave it away.
Yeah.
But the physical
That
appearance,
does not look like Sunny. That
Oh,
looks
God.
like Oprah's sister.
She looks bigger.
no, she looks.
She looks
big.
big.
She looks.
That looks like Sunny,
She
bro.
looks like
With a different
completely
hair.
different.
She just got different hair.
No, she
She's
looks
bigger.
completely. Her face is bigger.
She got liposuction. She got all types
No,
of
she
surgeries
definitely had to have
done,
some
bro.
work done. She looks completely different.
She look younger now than she did in this.
Facts.
That View bridge star hitting
She
different.
What
looks
year is
completely
this?
different.
This right.
I have another question for you.
No, not.
And you know what? And I think it is just. I think we agree on this. About pardon power. Now, the president has been on a pardon spree, and many think he's about to pardon Roger Stone, his longtime friend and one-time campaign advisor, who's being sentenced, I think, any minute now. They're in a break for crimes of obstructing justice, witness tampering, lying to Congress. Do you think Trump should pardon Roger Stone?
I do, and I think that it requires a review of the pardon power.
Come on.
Question. In Federalist 74, Alexander Hamilton writes that the reason we have the pardon power is to serve as a check on a criminal justice system, which, if allowed to run wild, could create a great sense of sanguinity in our country. And so I think that if you look at the original intent of the pardon power, it cannot be limited. And again, Trump has pardoned 26 people. Obama pardoned over 1,700. Bill Clinton pardoned 459.
So the answer to the question is what?
I would agree that Roger Stone should be pardoned if for no other reason that there's been a double standard in this country where people like Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Andrew McCabe, Clapper, Brennan have not faced consequences.
You know, Whoopi ain't gonna let nobody talk.
Dang.
Whoopi ain't gonna let nobody talk.
Well, that was a great stat, man.
So this was 2020.
That was a crazy stat.
No, this had to be like 2016
when
when
this
Trump was
was.
still in office.
He said Trump pardoned people, right?
Yeah.
Trump pardoned people at the end of 2020.
Anytime 2016
Well,
through
who knows?
2020.
Yeah,
This
who
is
knows?
anytime between his last presidency, so we can't pinpoint a date.
You know, hey, I think that
Man,
these
she
people
looks
are
completely different.
some of the fakest people that I've ever witnessed, guys.
Bro, there was a compilation on X from years ago of Joy and all the other hosts fanning over Trump. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he's so great."
Yeah, I
Trump,
think,
oh,
did
my
we react
friend.
to that?
Not really.
I don't know. I don't know if we did that one. I saw
that though.
I don't know if we
Yeah.
did that one.
I mean,
maybe
these
I've seen
people are fake,
maybe
man.
I've seen a clip of them or two, but it wasn't that compilation.
Well, man, I love the pick that Trump chose, man. I mean, he's exposing stuff already that I didn't know, and I feel like that's what we want.
When we saw the evidence of him, we saw the videos of him exposing Republicans for doing crimes.
Money embezzlement.
Brother, anybody can get it.
Exactly. It's not a double standard. They're like, come on, guys.
No, I don't know what cases they're talking about. I don't know anything about
I know, but it's like you do wrong,
Get arrested.
Something happens.
Hey.
Can't do wrong, especially when we handling taxpayer dollars, guys. You got to have a clean slate. And I feel like the Democrats, they do double standards, man. That's a crazy stat. He said Trump only pardoned less than 30 people, and
he ain't going for it.
Obama
Kodak
and them,
was one.
They did hundreds of people. Like, come on.
No, he
man.
said 1,500. He said like 12,000. That's 1,000. Over
He said
1,000.
one of them did. He said
Obama.
Yeah, and
he
then
said 1,400 or 1,200.
The other one did like 400.
Yeah.
Hey, that's insane, man. Hey. He's right, man. It's a double standard, guys. These people, I can't believe that it's actually like this. We out here, guys.